some mirror work. Took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but it's okay. I want to get that taken care of. So yeah, let's do some more side quests because there's a lot that happened.
Oh.
Where's
The good horse.
Careful.
Lumiere?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion. This should sober him up. Here. Drink up. Better?
What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
They say that about you. Why?
Because I was just on some wild goose chase. And what came of it? Absolutely nothing.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Because I know people, and can easily convince them. In the end, they spill their guts.
Is that so? What about me? You think I'll spill my guts too?
A moment ago you were moaning in pain, and now you're deliberating whether or not to tell me what you know.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yaka was a maid too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Zdena.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor, and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. A priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. A murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the two girls before her, who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people had nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this Mole? In the hole?
Yeah. He still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty, and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiffs one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it too.
Behind the bailiff's back.
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. The most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Yeah, I was like thinking this too, that like Catherine, we're gonna like, my guess is that we're gonna like get on the tail of this person and guy or girl, probably guy, but who knows. And we're gonna have to like save Catherine or something is my guess.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Okay.
Christ! Pardon me. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Christ! Pardon me. Wouldn't it be best if you left? Something might go missing, and then there'll be trouble.
What am I supposed to take from this place?
What was that? Very. What is this racket thing? Alright. What was that? It was nothing.
There's so many nails here. You won't miss just one.
Hmm? Say he went to bed healthy, but never woke up. His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm.
Here you go. Take it.
And he was dead in the morning. Poor thing.
Why? He had his whole life in front of
Aye,
him.
come
You
here.
know? He's being buried.
Good boy. Good boy. Good. Slowly. Nice and slow.
Good day to you.
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
I fear for my sister. She's also a maid.
Yes. Fear for those close to you is commendable. What would you like to hear?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka. She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, son. When she was smaller, it was fine. But when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarko was an orphan, with no family, and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction, the more she resisted me.
You're well off, though. Couldn't you provide for her?
I couldn't. Even if she had been my very own. More so, since she was my brother's.
How come?
The church's property always remains the church's. They keep a close eye on that.
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin. Such a disgrace.
Disgrace? What the devil are you talking about?
She was pregnant! Even if she had lived, what then? Nobody would want to marry her anymore.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yaka always went there to listen to music. I'm sure he got her with child.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
Why don't you respect Lumiere?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
But this is important. Do I look like someone who's asking out of curiosity?
All right. Lumiere accused me of her murder.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
I've heard enough, Father. I'll be going.
Son, I'll give you some...
Interesting.
Till we meet again.
Yikes. Fucking too bad.
Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary.
Alright, well. Find the treasure. Okay. Down here.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Whoa! Whoa!
Good day to you.
How can I help you, sir?
What's new?
Nothing much.
Did Estania work here?
Stanya. Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. What kind of guest?
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see.
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. So,
What if I simply paid you, and you tell... I want to know if Stanya worked here.
she did. And she don't...
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer.
What?
If you want to ask, I prefer to be so.
I don't want to pay. I think you could answer my questions direct. That makes it look like you might have some motive for...
Nonsense. How could you ask me anything?
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the miners' tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer. Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had two close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared. And she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
That's all I need to know.
Are you going to do laundry today?
Aye, of course.
There. It looks better already.
That's what I call a lucky hand.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
My God, why? Nice out today. Hope it lasts. Greetings, friend. God be with you.
I'm sorry.
Are you Sternat? The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get all you're gonna get here.
Why so rash? That kind of attitude will do you no favors. Let's make a deal. You tell me everything you know about Zdenna, and I'll make sure you're no worse for wear.
Ah. You're the lord what that whore robbed. Don't worry about it. She weren't nothing but a lying bitch.
So, if I understand correctly, we can make a deal?
For the right price, I'll tell you all I know.
Is this the right price?
You fucking bet it is.
Where can I find Zdenna?
Aye. That's what I like to fucking know too.
Yeah.
I can well imagine. Well, she had some unfinished business with some bloke called Pine. Ain't no...
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
What do you want to hear? I try to keep her out of trouble, but there's just no helping some women.
So you were taking care of her?
Well, just in front of the others. Other than that, she did what she wanted. Always made her mind up and did things her own way.
So you weren't too fond of her?
Not really, no. But she did have a knack for making coin.
Did she have any friends or lovers who'd know more? Did anybody come here to see her?
Who come to see that bitch? She was always off somewhere, seeing someone. Although, once...
Someone came to see her?
Well, aye. Some stuffed frock came here once. All old and decrepit. He said he had some job for her. That she should leave behind her sinful life and all that shit. But he left empty-handed. She told him to go to hell.
Do you know who that priest was?
Some fucking Prokop or Pravoslav or some such shit. But that reminds me, I saw her a couple of times with another bastard. That fucking bard, William.
And could she have run away with this bard, William?
With that lily-livered fop? Well, he ain't been seen in town for some time, but I think he still don't come here no more. He plucks that loot of his.
What do you know about this priest?
Not much. Seems they knew each other from before. And he had some job for her somewhere. Serving as a maid or something. But she weren't stupid. She told him to fuck right off.
And did he go?
Aye, indeed. He didn't look like the kind of fella that... I think he just told her if she changed her mind.
And could she have changed her mind and gone to him?
No, no.
I've heard enough.
Okay. Interesting. Actually, let me move some of this stuff to the horse.
grace of God and our King, we shall soon begin the famed tourney of miners, the Popinjay competition. May each of you here know that gracious King Wenceslas himself has given his faithful pitmen the right to compete in shooting, for which we are damned grateful, because otherwise they would just be drinking in taverns and causing mayhem. But our mining rights and traditions are sacred to us, and that is why the best shooters among us compete today for the title of Popinjay King. Good men and good wives, people from near and far, honorable miners, vaunted masters of the silver.
Good day to you. Have a look at my way. Greetings, my friend.
We shall soon begin the famed.
Show me.
Actually, I should get some. Damn, 550 is crazy. What do I have? Piercing arrow.
I'm glad you found what you were
If any
looking for.
lords, friars, or kings among us feel inclined to partake, we must decline. Our tourney is reserved solely for our venerable kingmen. Yay!
God bless.
Well, Vlach, I can see there's plenty of interest in...
I'm getting too old for this, kidder. I can do without all the hubble shoe, you know?
Hold on.
They ran out of beer, so the guild cut the evening meeting short, and old Linhart went home early. He stumbled upon Tess and Anton, and our blockhead Tick.
What? You got hurt?
Well, that's just the thing. So our kid of Buckovets will have to shoot with bug.
He doesn't know how to...
Nowhere near.
But I'm not a yak.
Who fucking cares? We'll vote. All right. You'll get twice as much. You...
Sure.
Fine.
Ah, thanks, kidder. The...
Wait a minute.
It's reserved solely.
Okay.
I'm back.
Grand. Godspeed.
What kind of snipper-snapper are you, eh?
I came to compete.
Aye, you're that new foe, snipper-snapper.
Don't worry.
You need to ken anything.
Maybe I missed something.
By all means, the miner's popinjay is shot with a light crossbow, and the aim is to shoot down more straw. Whoever hits the bird first gets the hit. So you have to be fast. Your opponents will be Jörg Preng of All Saints and Henslin Ebner, the best. You need to ken anything else.
And what?
Fortunately, our renowned...
I know everything.
That's right. Get set. Now! Good men and good wives. People from...
I'm back. Ground. Let's go.
What kind of...
Okay.
So,
Don't worry.
you need...
I know him.
That's right. Archers, take up your positions. And we're off. Men and good wives. People from near.
I'm back. Ground. Let's go.
What kind?
Okay.
So,
Don't worry.
you need...
I know him.
That's right. Archers, take up your positions. And go.
Okay, bro.
Good men and good wives. People.
I'm back. Ground. Let's go.
What kind of snip?
Okay.
So,
Don't worry.
you need...
I know.
That's right. Archers, get set. Let them fly.
Oh.
Good men and good wives. People.
I'm back. Ground. Let's go.
What kind of snip?
Okay.
So,
Don't worry.
you need...
I know him.
That's right. Get set. Let them fly.
Bro, what is with...
Men and good wives. People from near.
I'm back. Ground. Let's go.
What kind of snippers?
Okay.
So,
Don't worry.
you need...
I know him.
That's right. Archers, take
Holy fuck, bro. I can't miss a shot and I'll tie. Like.
I'm back.
God.
What kind of...
Okay.
So,
Don't worry.
you need...
I know.
That's... Archers, get set! And go!
Bro, like, what is happening?
Men and good wives.
Let's fucking go.
I'm back.
God.
What kind of... So,
Don't worry.
you need...
I know.
That's... Get set! Now!
How the fuck is, like... Ha- Oh shit. Nice. What a guy.
I'd love to go hunting with you sometime, friend. Great work. Your prize is definitely well deserved.
Thank you.
Great God in heaven. I'll be damned. Such luck.
What luck? Years of toil and sacrifice. That's how you shoot.
My hat's off to you, lad. You really gave them hell. They're still in shock.
There is nothing.
Look at it. I can't just...
Thanks.
And I truly appreciate that, Henry.
I can't.
Nay, just take it. It was my last match anyway.
Fine. Thanks, and Godspeed.
Blessings upon you, Henry.
Oh, do I get a... Wait, oh. Oh. What? Do I get a bonus for this? Minus crossbow 360 is pretty good. Why would it? What? It's a bolt. I'm.
I was glad to be of help to you, sir.
like to learn...
What is this?
Well,
All right, then.
Wow. Bit of an increase. That's crazy. Sure, I guess. Is I the only one? Ransom. Oh shit. What time is it? Is it noon?
You're not another child. Go and whistle somewhere else. I apologize.
slowly. Nice and slow.
Are you blind? You almost ran into me. Slow down, you idiots! God be with you.
It's William, right?
What is it? Do we know?
My name's Henry. And no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
You don't need to. I can go and chat with the guards instead. Tell them you're the one hurting those girls.
What? I don't have anything to do with any girls.
Really? You? A notorious skirt chaser? Do you think anyone will believe you?
I just got back to the city. I don't know what you're trying to pin on me, but whatever it is, I didn't do it.
But everyone remembers you. You better spit it out before someone points the finger at you.
Come on. All right, then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alice's. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
One beer after another, as usual.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her.
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And did you know she was pregnant?
What? Yarka was... That's horrible. Who would kill a pregnant woman?
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? It wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What? Mine? I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit, and then she stopped coming by.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
And I hear you knew Stanya.
Which one do you mean?
The alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
And aren't you just saying that because she left you?
Oh, come on! I could have any woman, if I wanted. The innkeeper must have got it mixed up. He's an old drunkard after all. If I was you, I wouldn't take him too seriously.
And what about Zdena? You knew her, right?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A traveling
that's
minstrel
upside
doesn't
down.
have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind. As far as I know, she didn't succeed. If she robbed a noble like von Groller, word would get around. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
But I had nothing to do with it!
I don't believe a word you say, and I'll make certain you pay for your deeds.
You're out of your mind! I didn't do nothing to those girls. Nobody will believe you.
Tisk tisk. How's your Saturday going? Hope it's going good. Oh, did it close? It's gonna do it now.
I don't know yet. I'll have to see.
Yeah, if you're Saturday's going well.
We'll see about that.
Could I like kill him then? Is he
I've heard some interesting things about you.
Mole told you that.
That doesn't matter.
I made a deal with a few beggars. For a couple of groschen, I have them come into the tavern and act like they're telling me something incredible. See, every man should be a bit mysterious. It makes it...
I don't suppose...
You don't have to, but it doesn't mean it isn't true.
What? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, just had some. I streamed earlier and then took a break because I wanted to help Ethan with some yard work.
You have a card.
And,
God is punishing us for our sins.
God bless you.
Yeah, man. Had some progressed the story a bunch. I can't remember what you watched last. Yeah, big happenings. Currently, I'm doing a little side quest called The Fifth Commandment, and basically there's a serial killer in Gutenberg, and I'm trying to track him down. So yeah. What I didn't expect is it to take me out of Gutenberg. Hot and muggy, tiring, got my last HPP back. I think it's back. Oh man. That's good that you're getting that though. I feel like I've like ran a bunch of tests. I've done like a bunch of like I would get it quarterly, like STI checks and stuff like that, when I was like more active sexually and stuff like that, just to just be safe for myself and others. But yeah, that's good. It's a good thing to do. Also, my throat became a little scratchy. But
Watch
my
where you're
sister had a
going.
cold, so I don't know.
Nice and safe.
Yeah, I feel like I'm even still like getting over my
Slow down, you idiot!
getting over my thing. Like, I feel just like everyone's sick
Don't you know how to
on
ride?
different levels, so I've just been like really careful about a lot of stuff. But I'm sorry you're not feeling the best. Cozy up with some well, I would say soup, but obviously it's hot, so it's not really the best, but
Whoa!
I need to start using these skill teachers more, because I have a shit ton of corruption that I'm just not using.
Meeting, son.
I'd like...
What are you interested?
Oh, wow. Master marksmanship. Yeah. I was about to go shopping if it's not something bad. Yeah. Okay. No, I'll be here. I will gladly.
If you're
take
good
that.
with them...
I'll tell you some.
1,000 groschen though? I might take that back.
Hey! Get your hands out of there! You'd better pay me compensation, you blackguard!
Easy. Let's talk about this.
Not only are you a... You want me to call over the guards?
Now hold...
That's bad.
Okay.
Did you hear about Tunda?
No. Did some...
He was like drunk and then. Whatever.
You silly doggy.
Whatever.
Go! Quick! God! God! Quick!
Who are we looking for here? Try to find out what happened to Stag at Ale Hill's maid. Okay.
Whoa! I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the foreman. You'll find him around here somewhere.
Temper today, aren't you?
For fuck's...
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
Really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure? You are that killer.
I wouldn't be foolishly asking around for her then, would I?
Why not? How else would you find her?
Without getting seen by any witnesses.
What do you mean? What witnesses?
I mean you. If I tried anything, you'd remember me.
Well, that didn't occur to me. That would really be stupid of you.
I really only want to talk to her.
Sorry, but after all that happened to Stanya, I like to be careful.
So Stanya is here?
Aye. She's hiding with us. Since that thing happened, she's afraid to even go outside. I don't know what to do with her anymore.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. She's hiding in that cottage, but be nice to her. She's in a bad way. She used to be such a gutsy girl. I'll be with you, sir.
Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. Barton told me where to find you.
Barton sent you to me. What do you want from me?
Lumir thought you were dead. I was supposed to find out what happened to you.
Lumir? From the rat house. He sent you.
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did, but I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it, and sometimes we have to be tough, especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man, but young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Is that so? Did he talk to you?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back, but beyond a few groschen, there was nothing more to it. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him and... oh, it doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Grolla had a servant with him?
Aye, a pudgy fella, well-dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled, or even said thank you.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale, and took a bath while they drank it.
Ah. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly. Every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered there? Are you mad? I'm never going back there. Not until they catch him.
Some katsudon. Oh man. If I can use my context clues, I'm thinking that's the... I need to like look up the difference between udon and soba. I want to say like soba is a wheat noodle, and udon is just like, you know, a normal noodle, but they're like both thick. Dude, that sounds so good right now. I'm terribly hungry too. I was like thinking about food while you were gone. But, oh my god, does that sound good. Did you make it yourself?
How are you now?
That sounds so fucking good. Oh my god. I've like wanted like katsu curry and like just some fucking rice and vegetables or something. Or like, well, I don't even know, man. I'm just
awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that
I
can't even really leave the house.
I'm crashing out over food.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go, and cursed.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse, in German.
Oh. Keep trying to remember.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something.
Dude, I'm so hungry. I just keep looking at katsu udon, and I keep like being like, let me see like a picture of it or something. But that's crazy. So I just need to. I'll probably make food here, at the top of the hour. Which I mean, I have like this. Oh my god, I have this diabolical. I have this diabolical lasagna that I got from the store that I will tell you about when I have it. But we are probably playing Worms here. Possibly shortly. It's like 9:30 EST maybe. So like maybe in an hour or so, 45 minutes.
That moment.
We'll see.
Or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But
Two
there
voices.
were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
Oh shit. Two voices. Interesting. Is it a pork or chicken katsu? Or I guess, well, you could, I probably could have like steak katsu as well, maybe. But yeah, I guess like pork or chicken is like the more Dude, my mouth is fucking watering even like that. Oh my god.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all, and then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed, just for a moment, but I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip, like a miner or swordsman.
I should have been paying attention to that second part. So, wait, okay. So, I like literally just missed what you said. But aside from what's on the screen. A miner or a swordsman?
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then? You yourself said he's a pig.
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. All lewd remarks and groping fingers.
Ew.
The lecture. Only when I got to my room, I could hear him snoring. Couldn't have been him.
Couldn't it have been Father Prokop?
Father Prokop? I don't know him.
No, he's pretty old. He preaches in the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul.
I don't know him. And if he's an old man, how strong could his grip really be?
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy. Do you know anything about that?
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. A stupid trick to make himself seem more interesting. Though, I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking than a woman.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologize.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favor?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
Farewell, my friend.
So to catch you, I also realized I did not catch you up on this mission. So basically, Catherine, which I said at the beginning of the mission, I have a sense that we're gonna catch this guy trying to kill Catherine. That's my initial guess. I have no clue. I don't have any spoilers with any of this. Luckily, I almost had some spoilers earlier because I like looked up something to be like, hey, can you save this person? And then it was like, in the final cut, I was like, no. So, but anyways, I'll just read through this to give you a quick little recap, so that way you know what we're doing. Catherine is the girl that was like able to get us out from that torture place, if you remember that. But Catherine needs help with a murder investigation. She's afraid her cover has been blown and someone started killing her contacts. So she was no spoilers only after you messed up. Yeah, that's exactly right. Oh my god, so many times I've had like, I'd say like 4 or so side missions failed because like I progressed the main mission and it like didn't, or just maybe they were timed or something, or I couldn't figure them out because the waypoints were fucked up. But yeah, that like kind of the last couple times that I played kind of drove me up a wall a little bit. But anyways, one of the persons that she was like using to contact to like get information turned up dead, and her body was like really mutilated and stuff. I examined Alice's corpse. Someone horribly hacked her to pieces and ripped her open. There couldn't have been even a drop of blood left in her body. They also kept showing her feet. That was like a really, really, really weird part of that. Like the camera angle was super weird when they were doing that. It was like, It was literally something out of like maybe it was a Dark Souls reference or some shit, because like that's what it felt like. They literally just kept showing her feet and that was it. I was like, what the fuck's going on? The gravedigger told me that more than I expected. He mentioned a girl that was friends with Alice, more murderers, and above all, someone called Lumiere, who was looking for similar deaths. The bailiff's former helper, Lumiere, told me quite a bit about similar murders. It appears that Alice is just the latest victim, and we can't determine the killer. Someone already did this quest. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It was very weird. Like, the rest of this has been like totally fine and like super chill, but like they're just like zooming on this dead girl's like feet. It was like 75% of the screen, dude. It was wild. I probably pull it up actually, but anyways, I don't want to recap that, or I don't want to rewatch that. Even though I probably should. Former happily give. It appears that Alice is just the latest victim, and we can't determine the killer from what we know so far. Our only hope is to look at the 3 previous unsolved murders, and if we could learn something about them, then it could lead us to the murder. Which there's apparently 6 victims total, which one of them is this girl that's actually alive, I think, maybe. Yeah. I managed to... Wait. Yeah. I managed to learn from Father Prokop that Yarka was pregnant, so it was oh god. Why would they... Why would you need to write that? Perhaps the father of the child wanted to silence the mother before she disgraced him. According to Father Prokop, Yarka was the kind of girl who served the local von Gruhl family. Father Prokop feels responsible, but mainly blames a wandering minstrel named William. Which he like raised her or something, so there's like he was also like possibly on the list, but who knows. After all wriggling, I think that's how you say that. I'm convinced William killed at least some of these girls, if not all. What? Oh, because I pointed fingers at him. Interesting. Oh, that... He plays the lute so that he would have strong hands. That's okay. Okay. Because we like... Yeah, that's interesting. Starting in the live, when told me the whole taking story, I was sure on the way home, but she managed to break free and run away from him. Unfortunately, she didn't know who it was. And given how many people were hanging around there, it could be anyone. Sedana, the second missing victim, was a member of a band of pickup against her accomplice, Strunad. Some of these names are so tough, but you just do phonics, I guess. Which, honestly, you need to go back and do that. Bring back phonics, man. Told me that she managed to rob some careless rich fellow and went to sell her loot to a man called Pint, the foreman at a nearby mill. Quote unquote nearby. That's super far away. Alright. Probably gonna run into some trouble on this guy, by the very least, but let's see.
I'm sorry.
You're excused. Okay, we... Might like growls at the weirdest people sometimes. And it's like really confusing. I wanted to talk to this guy again.
I talked to Stanya, and I wanted to ask you one more thing.
Why?
Why?
I wasn't there. I can't tell you anything.
Relax.
What do you remember about the night she came to you?
She came running all terrified, kept babbling something over and over. She had some bruises and was all covered in blood, which scared me. But it wasn't anything serious, just smeared everywhere.
And did she mention a name or anything? Anything useful?
No, nothing. Just kept saying she got away from them. See you later.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the help, I guess. Alright, Let's go to this G, which sure. I'll just ride there. Horsemanship in. Yeah. How's that, Katsu? Oh yeah, I asked if the Katsu was chicken or pork.
Quick!
If you don't mind sharing.
Ka!
Oh, that marigold, holy smokes.
Quick! Quick!
I should probably put my lasagna in the oven here soon. That way, probably take like 20 minutes or so. I missed it.
Ka!
Just go straight across. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh wow, surprised they didn't attack me. Oh, cliff. Easy. Nice. 29 horsemanship, let's go. Oh, there's a stomach growl.
Go! Quick! Ka!
Ravishing. Hello, peasant.
My. What a beautiful horse.
Who's sharpening a blade?
Greetings to you. How can I help?
That fucking water.
Are you Pint?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his Denner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Stonard said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
Actually, I don't really know him that well. But he's the only one I know who knew Denner. And he sent me to you.
Well, if he told you that, I reckon it's all right. He's not much of a traitorous rat, I reckon.
I wouldn't entirely count on that. So you knew Denner? Can you tell me something about her?
I know Stenner all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
What of her?
What can you tell me about Denner?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby.
Okay.
That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'd be able to go wherever she wanted. To Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything.
She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No. I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Stenna thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Is Denna's scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that. I don't remember her mentioning nobody by that name.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. Take care.
Car!
Yeah. Oh.
Whoa!
Can you search her? That's actually a good idea.
Come here!
Alright, come on, pup.
Here you go.
Oh.
Take it.
I know. Relax.
Track.
Aha! I keep forgetting about that. Cool. Oh. Oh. Oh, maybe getting on my horse cancels it.
Here, Mutt.
God damn it.
Search.
No, it didn't do it. It does cancel it. Okay. Holy fuck, man.
Here, Mutt. Search.
Oh, let's go. Oh, okay.
What's that you got?
Sure. Bark is right. Oh shit. Ew.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh. She's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others.
But
unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand?
Maybe that ring.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. How did it get inside her?
Ew.
Did she swallow it herself?
What?
Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough.
Huh.
But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise. And that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks. But that ring is a good lead.
Oh. Wait. The family crest on it. Wait. Oh, I don't recognize the family crest on it. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so now... Oh. Go back to Lemire. Sure. Is she alive when you first come here in the overworld? What do you mean? Like when if I was to come to this area, is she still alive? Is that what you're saying? Because most likely. Also, I don't know what quests are at Malishov, because this is where Capon was being held captive, so I don't understand what's there, but anyways, alright, back to here. Yes. Probably always dead, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Certainly possible. The fast travel takes a lot of time. I've noticed that lately. That if I fast travel, multiple hours pass, but maybe 1 hour pass if I was
good.
Fast. But who knows? Also, I should probably put. Hey, no. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put that stuff in. Oh! I should probably turn on Discord as well. Start up. forgot that I have to preheat the oven. And that was really stupid of me, but that's how it goes. I need to hit up Discord real quick. Because they're supposed to be playing whatever it's called soon. Excuse me. How's that Katsu, by the way? Katsudan. Okay, disable. Disable again. Okay, that was weird. Where's that? Sure. Put that on first. Oh yeah, is it using? Check. No? Or is it using? Oh, I need to do this. I need to do voice and audio. That's why. Let's do condenser and see if that works. Yeah, okay. Nice. Keep it ear out for I have the overlay. Is my overlay? Oh, whatever.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But
up.
wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did.
Oh.
And started asking me questions. Just like you.
Would you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly. But I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Well, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well, I...
Well, who do you suspect now?
Well...
You can't be
Uh-huh.
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible.
Suspects, I think,
It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
What a hell of a story.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yorka started working for the von Groller family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time.
I just realized I have chat closed. That was bad. Sorry. How do you like new Apex character? Oh, did they release it? I just it was banging. I'm full nice. Well, I was wondering if it was I was really curious if it was chicken or pork or something like that. If the katsu was chicken or pork, and I was also saying that I was curious to see like if it was Sparrow. When was that, like this week? Is it the yeah, sure, yeah, like a bow. Yeah, I thought they were gonna do. I knew about the bow thing. I thought it was like supposed to be Vantage's like mom or something. It was like they like always like referenced it or whatever. Oh, that's right. Now I did see a TikTok like his black cat. Nice, interesting. That's fun though. Yeah, I have not. I haven't done Apex content in a minute. I know ALGS is going on this weekend, but I'd be interesting to see if anyone's using him in ALGS. Probably not, but who knows. But yeah, I haven't played in a minute there. Oh shit! Do I have to have? He's gonna make character for design for the game. Like, why even have Vantage? Yeah. And then this is like the problem that I was like seeing too. Like, when you get to this many characters, because I like thought this for other games too. Like, I think TF2 has had. I mean, it's a really old game now, but I thought that it was like super important that oh god, they only had like a set number of characters, so like it wasn't, you know, drowning in players, but whatever. Okay. I feel like from other... Yeah, I mean... Just, I would say it's pretty similar to... the people from Baldur's Gate. Larian Studios, like, everyone left. Because it was probably, like, awful, because they're probably... Like... Yeah. It's not good, to say the least, but who knows. Alright. It is in 25 minutes. We'll see if we're playing whatever it's called, but who knows.
I'm in prayer.
Not having it.
Old
ready.
von Groller's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Codfish? What? Like, we're talking about the Katsu now?
And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot about that part too.
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant, I wouldn't be surprised.
May
Oh,
God
caught
forgive
play.
us.
Sorry. We're playing. I guess I didn't. I said we were playing something else. I just didn't say. That's why I brought up Discord. We're possibly playing, Worms, but I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. They said about playing Worms here like in like 10 minutes, but who knows?
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is...
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William.
Yeah.
Or at least knew him.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake. And I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant, then...
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later, once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That William isn't the only man in the city. It could have been anyone.
Well, didn't they said about someone
we'll
else?
never find out.
Like
I'm
two
not
people.
saying it couldn't have been him. Though I don't think it was. It just seems foolish to only focus on him.
I suppose you're right. Let's forget it.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.
Oh man, look at Jesus Christ.
She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact.
There's a clue who injured her. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like a bruised face. Yeah, because I don't think I caught that the first time around. Which, I mean, would line up a little bit more with William because he left town. But yeah, who knows?
She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. According to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheisse sometimes, and I'm not German.
Yeah.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Kuttenberg.
Maybe it's... I would say maybe it's Lemire. But who knows?
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Jesus.
Perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to...
I think that ring that we found is the goals or whoever... Bun goals or whatever.
Sell things
their name
at.
is.
Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Oh, they said
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body. That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
Ah, that's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the Von Grolls.
I suspect one of the Von Grollers.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
This is, out of these options, I mean, well, Yarker served them. These middle two are, like, we don't know this one. This is, like, sort of true, but sure it was William.
Zdenna robbed Von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young Von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura, you're right.
But William could have fucked her too.
Child of
Just
a
saying.
worker thief. Certainly possible. There's something I was gonna say too. I don't know what.
Zdenna was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolle could afford a horse.
That's true.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young Von Groll?
Well, old Von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young Von Grolle?
That's probably.
I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
They said he was strong,
So-
though. They said that, like, the killer was strong. But maybe... Oh.
You wanna search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Good word for Henry to use conjecture. That's really good.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and all.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones, or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
Okay. I mean, it's perfect timing to do it, too, so... let's get to it.
Here it comes.
Yeah. Let me save here, and then fire up. Oh. Maybe not. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna fire up some worms. I think I'm gonna end the stream and then start back up here. So give me like 2 seconds here. I can't even type BRB. God damn it. Stop. So give me 1 second. Maybe? Nope.